ለመማር ወደ ትምህርት ተቋም መሄድ ግድ አይደለም። ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ
ራሳችሁን ከኮሮና ቫይረስ ወረርሽኝ እየጠበቃችሁ በቤታችሁ ወይም በተመቻችሁ ቦታ በኢንተርኔት አማካኝነት በኦንላይን ትምህርታችሁን መከታተል ትችላላችሁ።
ካናዳ ከሚገኘው ኢንተርናሽናል ኤር ትራንስፖርት አሶሲዬሽን አያታና ከእንግሊዙ ኢንስቲትዩት ኦፍ ኮመርሻል ማኔጅመንት ICM ጋር በመተባበር የሚሰጡ ትምህርቶችን ተከታትላችሁ በ6 ወር ጊዜ በዓለም አቀፍ ደረጃ ተቀባይነት ያለውን የስልጠና ማስረጃ ባለቤት መሆን ይቻላል።
ልምድ ባላቸው መምህራን እየተማራችሁ ጥያቄና መልስ የክፍል ስራዎች ፈተና መፈተን ክፍል ውስጥ እንዳላችሁት አይነት በኦንላይን ባላችሁበት ቦታ ከናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ
የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ
So we can start. Today is, as you know, it's a presentations day. So as much as possible, we feel use our time to present the presentations, all right? I hope everybody is ready to present based on the schedule that we set last time. Okay, Bisrat, go ahead.
Thank you for giving me this chance. My name
You're
is
welcome.
Bisrat. And I'll be presenting the first question.
Yeah.
So the question says, assume that you're flying an airplane and there are 7 passengers in the plane. If somebody forces you to throw one of the passengers and save the life of the others, whom do you throw, Namila? I would throw the doctor who has the medicine for HIV/AIDS because, first of all, my mom, wife, and child, I wouldn't even think about hurting them. And secondly, the pregnant woman she's bearing another human being, so she wouldn't be another choice. The same goes to the farmer, because he feeds at least 50% of the country, so that will be difficult. But I choose the doctor because if he dies, another doctor might have a breakthrough for finding the cure for HIV/AIDS. And another reason is any person can live with HIV/AIDS for a long period of time if they treat themselves well.
Okay. So why aren't you interested to throw your child? You did not give me enough reasons. You know, you did not give me enough reasons for each of the choice. I want to be very reasonable by each of the choice, right?
For reason, my families are my first priority in everything. As a human being, everyone try to protect their family. So my family wouldn't be even in a choice. And the pregnant woman, she is having a child. As a human, everyone have a sympathy for everyone who's bearing a child, because that child isn't born yet. So everyone wants him grow and have a great life.
The pregnant, I'm sorry, Bisrat, the pregnant woman,
Yeah.
you don't have any relationship with the pregnant woman. She's somebody else. She doesn't belong to your family.
I know that, but everyone feels sorry for a pregnant woman because in our country, it is a tradition to respect the pregnant women and elderly. So I wouldn't throw her either. That's my reason. And the farmer, it is a bigger picture. He feeds 50% of the country. Without him, we would be in great devastation. The country will fall in poverty, in hunger. But finding the cure for HIV it is a science. And if someone have a breakthrough, another doctor might have another breakthrough for HIV/AIDS. And it's not HIV/AIDS. This time, HIV/AIDS is not a killer disease. It can be tempted, or one person can improve their health by treating themselves from HIV/AIDS.
Okay, so you need to invite us to ask a question, to shower you by question.
Okay.
Invite all of us.
Oh yeah, you can ask me a question.
Hilluina about
question?
Hilluina have to. You are with somebody. Hilluina, somebody is disturbing you next to you, please. Okay, please invite all students. All students, please. If you have any question, you are welcome to ask him. Any student, the door is opened. Any students? Okay, Bisrat. Thank you. It's a very good presentation. Actually, if there is no other students who's going to ask question, Bisrat, let me ask you a question, right?
Okay.
Doctor, nowadays, HIV is, a point of discussions everywhere in the world, right? So rather than, killing this person, why don't you kill somebody? Because if you kill, a doctor, you are going to kill many souls, right? And there are many victims, right, of HIV. Rather than throwing this doctor, I would advise you if you threw somebody else. So I totally disagree with your idea.
I choose the doctor because as a doctor, he documents everything. Everything is documented now these days. So his assistants or his co-workers can find it and make the medicine again. That's
All
why I
right.
choose the doctor.
All right. Thank you so much, Bisrat. Thank you for very good presentations. So at the end of the class, you will be informed the mark that I have already given you to be genuine, right? Thanks so much. Bye. Okay. Second presenter. Second presenter. Second presenter is Yusuf Dink.
Okay, I have chosen what is the importance of building Nile Dam as my topic. First, thank you for giving me this chance.
You're welcome.
There are lots of reasons as to why it is important to build this dam, but let's just see some of it. The first one is the fact that it's the biggest investment because this dam will help us to get an enormous amount of electricity, and this benefits our country as to sell it and increase our foreign currency. And by selling that electricity, the country can, increase the currency of its own money. So this will help us, to grow our country even further. The second reason is that it will be a good resource for good cultivation for our farming citizens and help them get good benefit from their hard work. And in addition to that, it will strengthen and increase the rate of our foreign exchange or import-export rate. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
So this means that our country would start to grow in an increasing rate. That would benefit us, to grow our country. And the third reason is that if this dam ends, or even before that, it has been a good opportunity for adolescents or youths of Ethiopia by giving them something to work on so that they won't be jobless or feel worthless. And even without knowing, this dam has protected many civilians from getting under depression and so on. And I believe when this dam ends, there will be lots of opportunities for every graduating student, which will be a bright light to the country. So overall, it will help us, to grow our country even more. It will help us to rise. So this is the importance of building this dam. If any of you have a question, I'll answer it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All students are invited to ask Zobdink a question. You can ask a question. You can challenge her. You can ask any question. Okay, Zobdink, I have a question for you. Actually, you have mentioned, many uses of building Nile Dam. But my question is, have you ever contributed your part for this dam?
Of course I have.
How did you make contribution?
As a student, schools, departments make you, collect some money for this dam to be
successful.
Sorry. Yes,
It's
and
okay.
as an individual, I have bought a bond.
Okay.
Before. So
That's good.
I think I have participated enough.
Okay, thanks so much.
I'll keep going.
All right, thank you. I really appreciate your presentation. You have got a good presentations, and but what you like is eye contact stuff. Eye contact actually maybe it's a bit difficult, maybe online class. So I want to see face to face actually, even if it's difficult. Thanks so much. I will let you know your marks later at the end of the class. Thank you. Other students, number Abdul Karim. Have you seen? Abdul Karim is a second. Yeah. Abdul Karim has been the second, but I have
Hello,
been...
teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, you can continue.
And My topic is what's the importance of dam, Nile Dam, and like a sister.
Yes.
First, I glad to participate in our class and teacher in presentation. So
You're
my
welcome.
topic is what's the importance of dam.
Okay.
Can
Please,
you can we
others.
start? And so I list in some of them important in the in dam in our country. So in numbers, number one, the dam control the fluids by the regulating the flow in the river. Number two, the dam supplies in water for the irrigation through the in agricultural. So and number three, the dam provide the power supply because in our country in a poor in supply in power supply. So the dam provide the supply. Number four, the dam also provided improved navigation across the Nile, benefiting the finishing tourism and industries. And number five, the town in a big investment in our country and in our future. Make the country will be the donor in supply in East Africa, like Sudan, Djibouti, and so on. So the dam is a very important in our country, like steps.
Okay. So invite us to ask you a question.
Thank you. Okay.
No, you need to invite students to ask you a question. Abdulkari, Muhammad, invite the students to ask you a question. Say if you have
Okay,
any
teacher.
question.
Okay, teacher. Okay, I read.
If you have any question, you can ask. You can say to the students.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I read.
Yes, Muhammad. It's okay. It's okay, Muhammad. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, let's proceed to, as the first presentation is good. Number 4, Lydia Tadasa. Project your voice.
For
Yeah.
10 questions. There are 10 questions, and I have chosen. Thank you. I have chosen number 6. What is the importance of the Nile Dam? First of all, before proceeding to the importance of Nile Dam, the Nile Dam is not the only. Ethiopia is not the only one who built a dam through the Nile River. Egypt have built the Aswan High Dam, and Sudan is the Seinar Dam, and now Ethiopia. For many years, Egypt had the ownership of the Nile River. She was given by the Great Britain when she was under colonization. And Egypt, for many years, Egypt have prevented Ethiopia from building the Nile Dam. And now, in 2011, April 2011, Ethiopia started to construct the Nile dam through the Abay River. It was expected to be completed in 2017, but because of different political situations, technical problems, and other reasons, it hasn't finished yet, and it's expected to be finished between 2021 and 2022. And the Nile Dam has so many importance of or benefits when we see economically or environmentally. Economically, it can prevent high flooding around 4 kilometers flooding to Sudan. It's not only important for Ethiopia, it's also important for Egypt and Sudan. For Sudan and Egypt, they can use the Nile River to drink water for cultivation, for agriculture, for tourism, for transportation, both. And the other one is economical benefit. Economical benefit, the hydroelectric power of the Nile Dam. The Nile Dam provide hydroelectric power for Ethiopia and to the other East African countries, for example, like Djibouti, Sudan, Egypt, and Somalia, and the like. And it provides us foreign currency the major problem in Ethiopia right now is a dollar currency. There is no dollar in the country because of different black markets. And when the dam is completed and when we generate electricity, Ethiopia can sell the electricity to the different countries and can benefit economically. The other one is employment. When you say employment, not only to the with knowledge and skill, it's also for the people who own a small business like around Benshangul Gumuz. Benshangul Gumuz region is the place when the Nile Dam is being built. And for the people, like they can use irrigation, agriculture, fishing, transportation, and they can open restaurant, shops, and different services. And people most of the time see the use of the Nile River from the point of view of Ethiopia. It's not only for Ethiopia, it's also for Egypt and Sudan too, especially for
I'm
Sudan.
sorry, those students,
Sudan
I'm sorry, Lydia. Those students who are raising your hand, when somebody present, I cannot give a chance. Wait for me till the presentation ends. I'm sorry, Lydia, go ahead. Some students are raising your hand. I cannot give a chance now. Okay, Lydia, go ahead.
Especially for Sudan, the border, by the way, Benshangul Gumuz region is the border around, the difference is around 40 kilometers, which means it's really, or it's too close to Ethiopia. So it decreases unexpected high flood for around 4 kilometers. And the other one is the Nile Dam can generate around 6,000 kilowatt of electricity, and it can store like 4 billion cubic water for Ethiopia. It can also prevent our minerals and fertile soil from being soiled, which can be get from highlands of Ethiopia. And this 4 billion water, when it's compared to the capacity of Aswan Dam, it's not that high, it's half. So if you have any question or suggestion, you are welcome. Thank you.
Okay, other students, you are invited to ask your question. Okay, Lydia, is good. As a comment, okay. Do you have any, is there any students who's going to ask Lydia? Any students? No. Lydia, as a comment, let me give one comment, actually, genuine comments. I really appreciate you, but sometimes, you know, when you speak, you know, I think there is interruptions maybe from your voice. But the very good, strong side is your voice has been, you know, has been very listened, right? Very audible, and it has an energy, right? Especially during presentations from most females may not have, you know, the energy to project their voice. So I have seen it as a very good quality, right? Keep in touch, very good. Okay, thank you. Faisan, the fifth presenter. By the way, I'm sorry, before Faisan, those students who have joined recently, we are presenting, I have given, you know, chance for 15 students. As soon as we finish these 15 students, I will give also chance for the rest, for the remaining students. So wait for me in a patience. Wait for me in the patience. Okay, next presenters, Faisan. Can you please start? I'm sorry. Before Faisan, what's her name? Meron, you know, a student called Meron, she asked me something on the chat. Okay, on the chat, if you read, everybody has read, it says whether the teacher gives 50 or 100 mark, it has no value, it says. Who said like this? This is very wrong thought. Meron, listen to me. We respect your question, but what you have said is, you know, not right. It has been said that Q's test may not be given for recently, but presentations assignment will be marked, right? Will be marked. I'm taking mark here, right, on the list. All right? So you have understood, you know, this misunderstanding. Each marks will be recorded. That's what I'm doing now here. We are not wasting our time. Meron, if you do have misunderstanding. Okay, this is just to answer for her chat because it disturbs other students, right? That's why it may disturb other students. Okay, Faisal, go ahead.
Thank you for giving me this chance at first.
You're
I
welcome.
will present about the question number 6, no roses without thorn, and the meaning of this inspiring proverb. This is this proverb implies while life is to a person, no matter whether or not educated, rich or poor. This proverb implies what is life for a person, no matter whether or not educated, rich or poor, whatever the social standing of that individual. Life comprises both good and bad, gain and loss, pleasure and sorrow, success and failure, in the similarity, all ups and downs of the life. All of this, the good things in life, or the ups or high points in the life, are inflicted like the rose, and the up and the downs and failures uh, are in the thorns that surround this flower, a beautiful flower, as the spots like the downs in the failure of the life. So in addition to that, one cannot go on and without spending, or vice versa. Uh, every every coin has two sides, as life has, like a good and bad. Every man has two qualities, that which exhibits and that uh, which has in reality. Once a wise man said, "Don't blame the roses that have thorns, but be
Sorry, can you
pleasant
repeat? Can
that."
you repeat? Faisal, I'm sorry. Can you repeat this one?
Which once a wise man said, "Don't blame the roses that have thorns. Be pleasant that thorns have roses." So instead of looking at the setback, it's advisable for a man with six senses to consider both sides of an issue, understand the setbacks, like whether the thorns are, and carefully approach the problem and anticipate unexpected. So we have to see the good and bad of every situation of the in life. So thank you for listening. If you have any question, you can ask.
Okay. Dear students, if you have any question, you can ask Faisal. In this class, still there is no participation. I want you to participate. The objective of this course is to enable you speak, to improve our speaking skill, right? Anybody can interact. By the way, this communicative class. Communicative class means, some students, I think you are maybe studying hotel management in any sector, especially in the future, in your future career. So everybody should have a mind of convincing, to convince a person, to be very good at interaction, to lead any meeting, to be very good leader, right? So you need to be very communicative, right? So you need to develop your communicative skill, right? To persuade, to argue, to bargain, right? Is it clear? That's the objective of this presentation, right? So when you are given a chance, try to use this chance, this opportunity, right? To express yourself, to express your ideas, right? If you come across some people, some students will have, 4 or 3.8, A plus, but when they come to work area, they cannot express themselves. Is it clear? During the interview, is it clear? Right? So this is a very good opportunity to speak your mind. Okay. Faisal, I do have one question. Faisal?
Yes.
Mr. Faisal?
Yes.
Okay. I do have a question. Why do you think that sometimes, they don't want to pass through challenge? We human beings, we hate challenge. Rather than facing a challenge, overcoming a challenge, we need to, be successful in a very shortcut, right? In a very short way. Since we hate
Yes.
challenge. Why do you think this thing happens as a human being?
As a human being, every man wants to be successful more than be challenged by any situation. So if we are successful without any challenge, the things that we earn or that we gain won't be like get get us much satisfaction on that thing we achieved.
Thank
So
you. I'm
it's better
satisfied. Faisal,
to be
sorry for the
challenged.
interruption. I'm satisfied. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Faisal, I'm very sure that, you know, it shows me that you are very ready. You have been very ready for the presentation. So I appreciate you. So I will let you remark later at the end of this class. Thanks so much, Faisal. Okay, Mr. Kasaun, the sixth presenter. The sixth presenter, Mr. Kasaun. For the other students, I give you a chance. Don't worry. Wait for me in patience. Mr. Kasaun?
Can I continue?
Yes, you can. You can.
Can I share the screen? Within the second topic about the advantage and disadvantage of Facebook. And as we know, Facebook is the common communication way of in the world now. And first, I will list the advantage of Facebook. And when we see the advantage of Facebook, the first one is to sell our products. For example, if we have many products to sell to the community, we can make promotions with a Facebook account. And the second one is to enjoy applications, for example, like Java, Adobe, Photoshop, others like editing applications or editing tools. And the third one is to connect people from anywhere or from any places, and also to know people that we have left before. For example, students that I know before 12 or 30 years, I can contact them with the Facebook account. It was very easy to contact them. And the fourth one is group discussion. When we come to schools or college, Facebook account help us to discuss more on other things also within our classes. It helps us a discussion forum. And the fifth one is to connect and share people in our life. And when we come to the disadvantage, as main things as advantage, they have also their own disadvantage also. And most of the time suffering from the virus attacks on these systems. In Facebook, many people hack our account and make bad things if they want. And it is one of the disadvantages.
Okay, Mr. Kasaun, thanks so much. Let me ask one question here. I'm sorry, it's one way of, checking students' presentation is by interfering. I'm sorry to interfere you. Do you use Facebook? Why do you use Facebook, Mr. Kasaun?
Yeah, I use Facebook to contact with people, with my friends, also to post and share promotions in many users.
In your opinion, Mr. Kasaun, are Africans or Europeans using Facebook effectively?
Yeah.
Developing nation or developed nations? Which nations are using Facebook very effectively in a very productive way? Just your opinion.
Developed, I think.
Why do you think?
Because they are much higher within the technology they have. They know the usage more than the developers.
Okay. Do you agree with Mr. Kasaun? Any other students? Do you agree with him?
Yes.
Or Lamlam, do you have a question, Lamlam?
No.
Hello, teacher.
Yes. Okay, you can ask Mr. Kasaun. Abdulkari, you can ask.
And I will not agree in the council.
Okay, why?
Use in development country.
So what's your question, Mr. Abdi?
My question is more time in the development country use in more time Facebook because of the development country is not need invest in your time because in Facebook is money waste your time and minimize the balance of this country. So in the money of people in always busy in the and another step in the development. So it's not an use.
Okay, I have understood. I think Mr. Kasaon, have you understood his question? Mr. Kasaon.
No.
Haven't you understood? He's saying that developing nations use their time effectively. Actually, the same thing, I think. You know, what you said is like that. I think Mr. Abdul couldn't understand. My question was, who uses Facebook effectively, developing or developing nation? So I think you have the same point. Abdul Karim is saying also the same thing. They use their time effectively, and they use Facebook effectively rather than wasting their time for unnecessary stuff. Okay, thank you, Mr. Kasaun. Let me give a chance to the other students. Jerusalem. Mr. Kasaun, I appreciate your really your concern. Jerusalem.
Okay.
Jerusalem. You're welcome.
Today I'll present you about what are
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Haima. Without
Today
sorry.
I'll present you about what are the advantages and disadvantages of learning in online program. And first, yes,
Yes, go ahead.
the first one is when we start from the advantage of learning in online program. The first is decrease the transport cost while we are
Finish
learning in our home.
without. I'm sorry.
The second one is we can choose the best place in our home in order to get attention, free, relax, and everything.
Without.
And
I'm
we
sorry.
can join.
Without. I'm sorry. ትንሽ አስተካክል
Okay.
disturbance
We
ነው
can join the class program all time. And we
go ahead ቀጥይ go ahead ጥሩ ነው አሁን ቀጥይ ይሰማል I'm listening to you.
Okay, when we see the advantage of learning online program, the first one is it decreases the transport while we are learning in our home. The second one is we can choose the best place in our home in order to get attention, free, and relax in everything. And the third one is we join the class program on time. And the disadvantages of learning in live programs are, first one is there's no connection sometimes while we are learning the online class programs. The second one is when there's no connection, we miss the main point that's given to us. And the third one is maybe the place we are is not suitable for listening carefully. So we miss the main points that are given us by the lecture. And the first one is we cannot get a brief explanation about our questions by the means of the connection. And this is all about what I have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Even if we're a bit disturbed by, I think, bad network, that which is around you. Without, do you have any question for without? Any students? Any students? I think this is two groups. ትፈራላችሁ ይመስለኛል ለመጠየቅ። እሺ, it's okay. As a first presenters, we can pass, no problem. But next presentations, I need more interaction. Thank you, Bezawit. The next presenters will be Jerusalem. Jerusalem, ተዘጋጀሽ ፎቶ? Are you on live? Jerusalem, Bilina. Yes. Now go ahead. Jerusalem, go ahead. ይሰማኛል. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for giving me this chance.
You're welcome.
I'm going to present about. Yes. Thank you for giving me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I choose the question. What would you do if you had $20 million? 20. What would you do if you had $20 million? If I had $20 million, I would start a briquetting company. First, briquetting company means reusing waste materials into useful things like fuel. This technology has been practiced, so I'm going to use waste. So I want to use waste materials, waste papers from university, bank, and other institutions to a useful coal. And by using this technology, we can prevent our environment from pollution and other things, but it's not still practiced in Ethiopia. And we are using coal from cutting trees, and it's very dangerous for the environment. But by using the papers, we can make a coal and we can make a coals. So this is my idea.
Okay. Next presenters will be Hermela Ishotu.
First of all, thank you for giving me this chance, teacher.
You're welcome.
There was 10 questions, but from them I choose one. What I choose is, what is the cause of a divorce? Most of married couples divorce by so many cases, and in those cases the first one is losing interest. When I say losing interest, when a wife or a husband lose interest at the husband or the wife by so many kind of reasons. Maybe the wife is too overprotective or something. So that person will just lose interest of the loved ones and might conclude his or her decision to divorce. And the second one is cheating. As we all know, cheating is unforgiving thing in our life. Nobody wants to be cheated on himself, because they make themselves like, am I not enough to that person? How could he go or she go to another person where I'm being loyal here? So that will make that person to just decide on divorce too. And the third one is lack of communication. In lack of communication in marriage, there should be communication between the two. How their days go, what they do, did they have a bad day or anything. And most women, when they got hurt, they don't speak. They just ignore that person and make him think or have a doubt inside of them. So that will make them decide, if she don't talk to me or she is not having conversation with me, so what is the cause of the marriage? Why are we married? He may ask that. So he will conclude to the other person will conclude to have a divorce out of nowhere. And the other one is, the fourth one is
I'm listening to you.
Constant argument. When we say constant argument from for a marriage, there is a lot of ups and downs in married couples. There might be fights or breakups, but
it's good.
sorry.
It's okay. I'm very interested in your
Okay, but be arguing every single time will make that person not to hear another person's thoughts or what they feel. They keep yelling at each other, so they won't know their emotions, but it's just going to be anger. So that will keep them decide, if he's not understanding me, he's not caring about me or anything, why would I be with him? If we keep arguing, we don't have to stay in this marriage. So they will decide to just get divorced. And the last one is abusing. We heard a lot of abusing in marriage.
Please, students, listen to her. Okay.
When I say abusing, it's either physically or mentally. Most of the time, this abusing is on women's, on wives. Maybe the husband is having a bad day and he got drunk and he will come and hit her with something or say words that she don't deserve. And no one wants to be abused, actually. So that person will say, if he keep hitting me, if he keep insulting me, giving names for me, why would I be with him? But still, she will stay for her child. But if she can't do it anymore, she will just decide to just divorce, because she don't want this physical and mental pain.
Thank you. Try to sum up, try to conclude, Hermila.
I'm going to conclude. So I'm saying if we can pass these all things, communicate with each other, not try new things, not to lose interest and not cheating or abuse anything, we can have a very good marriage. So this is my conclusion. And if you have any question, please ask.
Thanks so much. I have stood from my seat. I think, are you looking at me? You see, I have stood
Yes.
from my seat. All right. I have stood from my seat. I really appreciate you. I'm very much, amazed by, matured idea, right? What you have said is very matured and shows me that, it tells me that you are very much, ready for the presentation. And it also teaches me that you have asked, different people or Googled different ideas to prepare yourself. I need such student, really, an amazing presentation. And also what I appreciate from, what I haven't seen from those who have presented before, from so far presenters, I have seen something new on you because you have been speaking by gesture, look at my hand, just I like what you have said. While you have been speaking, you have been using a gesture. Gesture, makes, things very interesting, more remarkable. So I appreciate you. If you have any question, try to ask Hermila, please. Okay, thank you.
Okay, my name is Fana Mahari, and thank you, sir, for giving me this chance.
You're welcome, Fana.
I'm going to do a presentation on what do you do when you get stressed. First, let me start by defining what stress means. Stress is a feeling of emotional and physical tension. It can come from any event that can make you feel frustrated or angry or nervous. Usually, I'm a person that don't get stressed easily, but as a human being, there are times that takes toll on me. So I try hard to have fun by watching movies, chilling with my friends, hanging out with my family. I think it's important to give yourself a time to really think that nothing comes before your health or well-being, because being stressed affects your daily life. For example, when I get stressed, I get irritated easily, and my productivity decreases, meaning I don't do my works efficiently and effectively. So, as you know, stress is becoming a major problem for teenagers and for humans. So I think everyone should address it early because it can bring several problems. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Fan. I appreciate you. I have been looking at you. You have said it in oral, every presentations, every details. But I'm true. Oh, now I'm very happy. Everybody is, coming to the track now. I really appreciate. Also, I appreciate your English too, Fana. But I do have one question, Fana, my sister. My question is, you said I don't get stressed easily. But it's good. Really appreciate that because getting easily stressed is not good. It shows that how much you are matured enough to challenge the stress. But my question is, what kind of advice do you have? Since because of the COVID-19, nowadays, some people are getting stressed. So what kind of remedies do you have for this thing? Due to COVID, many people are stressed now at home.
Because you are spending too much time in your home. So I think I advise you to watch movies, exercise, cook, and I think you should.
Do you cook? Can you cook, Fana?
A little.
I don't agree with you. I don't think so. You can cook.
Why?
Are you a good cooker? What kind of food are you good at cooking?
Yeah, shiro.
Shiro is very simple actually. Firfir.
Yeah.
It's okay actually. It's okay. Actually, I can cook shiro. It's very easy. Okay, very good. So you are helping your family at home, yeah? Not to get stressed.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. I appreciate you really. I'm so much happy by you. Thank you so much, Fana. Other students, summarize.
No, I'm gonna present number 2. What is the advantage and disadvantage of Facebook using? So we will see the advantages of Facebook using. It's easily Facebook help you to find your lost parents or families and help us to find your old school friends. And and it's help you to maintain a good relationship with others. You connect to different people for anywhere in the world, and relationship can blossom on Facebook for long and short. The next one is a relationship can blossom on Facebook for long or short distance couples, and they easily communicate, help keep on the love life of the time, and they're apart. And the next one is they create your own social media platforms, and you can share information, share your articles, photos, and videos. And it's also your business, and the city also allow you to.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. It's okay. It's okay. You have described about what are the disadvantage of Facebook, especially for college students, for teenagers.
That's sure they are addicted. For some people, such as students, and they are wasting their times on Facebook. And teenagers, mostly they create a fake account, I think. And,
okay, thanks so much. This is your opinion, actually. This is your opinion.
Yeah, it's my
thanks so much. We respect your opinion. Thanks so much. Very good presentation. It showed, it tells me that you have been ready. Thank you so much. Okay, that book, are you tired? By the way, don't be tired, okay? I'm going to give you a chance for everybody today. So I have seen, you know, that book. Have coffee, please. Have coffee or tea. Okay, so Samurai, thank you. Helen Asrat. After Helen, that book will start. Helen Asrat.
Thank you for this chance.
You're welcome.
Thank you for this chance.
You're welcome.
Topic, how do you measure success?
No, Helen, I'm sorry. I don't want, you know, I want to see you. I want to see you live. Live no live የምፈልገው live አይደለሽ። ላይቭ ምላችሁ ለመሰለ ሌላ ሰው ፕሬዘንት ሊያደርግ ስለሚችል እናንተ ነው ማየት የሚፈልገው ቀጥታ። ኦኬ is it clear? I'm very alert.
So how do you measure your success? How do you measure
Helen,
success?
I'm sorry. Live ነሽ አሁን አንቺ? Sorry Helen, sorry. ላይቭ ነሽ?
አዎ ነኝ።
እሺ እስቲ በደምብ እሺ
ልቀጥል?
ቀጥይ። አሁን ተይኝ። አሁን ሱቂ።
How do you measure success? First of all, success means the accomplishment of a planned goal, and job title, happiness, and the rest are some of the common measure of success. It's important to measure success the right way because of it's inform how you spend your time and effort, but you don't measure your success. You can work toward getting there. And
Helen, I'm sorry. Let me interrupt you. Sorry. Helen, are you successful students? Do you think that you are successful?
No.
At this age, are you successful or not?
No.
No? How could you measure? How could you measure that you are not successful? How could you know?
Time and effort, timing, I don't spend time in the effort. How much?
ይሰማኛል። I'm listening to you. አይዞህ።
Another measure of success measure. Our goal must be measured.
No, you didn't answer my question, Helen. Helen, I'm sorry. You didn't answer my question. You said that I'm not successful, right? You said that I'm not successful at this age. How could you measure that? How could you check? How could you find out? Helen?
Sorry, someone.
Helen, አይሰማም?
ቆይ አንዴ።
Okay. እሺ ሄለን I can easily evaluate you አሁን ባወራሹ evaluate ላድርግሽ ችግር የለውም okay let me evaluate you with what you have said thank you so much Helen thank you got book ባይዘው አንዳንዴ ጥያቄ መሃል ላይ sometimes I interfere you I interrupt you because if I think that you are reading do you understand I want to check your English your fluency purposely ሆን ብዬ ነው የማቋረጠው መሃል ላይ አንዳንዴ ጥያቄ የምጠይቃችሁ because እያነበበ ያለ ሰው ሲሆን I can easily differentiate that okay እሺ got book you can go ahead
በትምህርት ከፍ ብሎ መብረር ይቻላል። ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ከከፍተኛ ትምህርት አግባብነትና ጥራት ኤጀንሲ ሙሉ ዕውቅናን ባገኘንባቸው በማስተርስ ዲግሪ ኤምቢኤ በስትራቴጂክ ማኔጅመንት፣ ኤምቢኤ በባንኪንግ እና ፋይናንስ፣ ኤምቢኤ በቢዝነስ ሊደርሺፕ፣ ኤምቢኤ በሪስክና ኢንሹራንስ፣ ኤምኤስሲ በኢንተርናሽናል ትሬድ እና ኢኮኖሚክስ ዘርፎች በእውቀት ለመቅረጽ የበቁ ፕሮፌሰሮቻችን አረንጓዴ መብራታቸውን አብርተዋል። በነገራችን ላይ በኬንያ ሀገር ከሚገኙ ስመጥር ዩኒቨርሲቲዎች በሚመጡ ፕሮፌሰሮች የትኩረት መስክ ትምህርቶቹ መሰጠታቸው ልዩ ያደርገናል። በምርጥ የትምህርት ስርዓት የተገነባው ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ በመጀመሪያ ዲግሪ በአቪዬሽን ማኔጅመንት፣ በሆቴል ማኔጅመንት፣ በአካውንቲንግ እና ፋይናንስ፣ በማርኬቲንግ ማኔጅመንት አስተማማኝ ትምህርት ይገቢውና ራስዎንና ሀገሮን ይለውጡ። አድራሻ 22 አደባባይ ወደ ሾላ በሚወስደው መንገድ ላይ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ህልሞን እውን ያደርጋል።
ሚስተር ጋትቡክ
All right, good morning everyone.
Good morning. I'm very fine. What about you?
I'm doing good.
Good, great. Go ahead.
I'm very happy to represent my topics concerned about the cause of divorce.
I'm very much happy too.
Yeah. All right, let me start about the cause of divorce. Actually, the cause of divorce, for example, early marriage. Early marriage, it can lead you, for example, you married, otherwise your wife is underage or you, so it leads you not to understand each other due to lack of age, due to underage. Second, communication or arguments, it will lead you to divorce. Whenever you came from the duty, doing your work, and you got your wife, that's to feed you with the way he's talking. So it leads you to divorce. Argument also is another cause. You tell your wife a thing like this, or your wife tell you a small thing, and you take it as big as possible, as it leads you also to divorce. Third one, economic factor. Economic factor, it leads you, for example, if you don't have a thing to have in your family to feed your family, or especially nowadays, it's not even concerned about the man, it's both of us. Actually, it should be man or woman, both of you. If you have a lack of economic in your family, so it leads you to divorce. First one, divorce through literal in law. So a law can also divorce your wife, or you also, you can be divorced by law, which lead you not to be together. For example, if you are murderers, you will not be together with your wife. A murder person should not be staying with a wife, or your wife a murder. Both of you cannot live together. So the government will, or the law, the lawyer will separate you, not to be together as possible, as a family. And the good things for the divorce, for example, if I divorce my wife, actually it's good for me because I will relax, I will feel free, and also for her, she will feel free. Third things, if like if my wife, if I divorce her, she will go and meet with her friend or his friend, and even me also. I'm gonna meet with my friend also, because those friends that a friend to me. Some of them maybe should be a blood brother or a close friend as friend. So when my wife was there also, they don't even come to the place where I am. So those are the things that lead person in a good way when you divorce your wife. So thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Gatbook. You have used your time effectively, time management. I appreciate your time management. Perfect. I also appreciate the way that you have presented by using gesture, very good. Also, I appreciate your sound, voice, okay? It's a matter of reading. Some students, by this, some students can learn from other students. When you present, You know, like that book, there is a gap when he speaks, right? It's not, you know, like this reading. This is not presentation, right? It's not like reading stuff like Hermela, Fana, and the GAT book. Really wonderful samples for the other students. GAT book, I do have one question. I do have one question for you. My question is, you know, how can economy, you know, affects marriage? I totally disagree with you. If there is a love, even if the husband and wife, the couples may not have in a good economy, if there is a true love, they can live together, right? Take off our foremothers and mothers. Without having anything, they are leading their life in a very, you know, passionate love.
Yeah, actually, that is the previous one. But nowadays, people are working through financial issue. You can't bring your wife while you got nothing at home. It's always impossible.
I totally disagree with you. You are not right.
All right.
Even if, you know, the before human being, now human being, this generation. So there is no difference. Love is love. The before love and now love is the same. Love is one. The same love.
But now it's love with a benefit.
Love with ability?
With a benefit, interest.
We, all of us, were born because of our fathers and mothers' interest. There was interest too before.
So that interest, it means also if you got nothing, financial issue will lead you outside of Addis. For example, if you came from rural area, you can't stay in Addis actually. If you got no money.
Book. I'm sorry, GAT book. This means, I think if you are maybe manager in the future, you are not going to marry maybe a high school girl who has no any work.
I will do because I got something.
But you said economy is very important. She has no any economy. She's a high school student.
So, yeah, for me, that's my opinion. That's why I said that way, actually, because it's not all about all people. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, okay. Do you have any question for GAT book? This is just, you know, to talk with you. Okay. Do you have any question?
Yes. Yes,
Please,
I have
please.
a question.
Oh, very good, Hermila. I appreciate Hermila. Go ahead. Please shower him. Ask him.
Okay. He said divorce is good. I mean, how could it be good? Malet, he said that he will be free and she will be free. Go with
okay.
Okay. If he said that, that means he's thinking marriage is a prison. He's saying that. That's,
he's not right. Yeah. He's not
I
right.
mean, how? I want answers for that.
Yeah. GAT book. Very difficult question for you. GAT book.
Right.
Difficult question. Answer.
So I can hear her like it's telling me that the divorce is not it's not good. For example, if I divorce my wife, always if I argue with my wife at home, and when I divorce her, it gives me good time. I have to relax. So there will be no more
relieved. You
argument.
magalagal. We say it in Amharic magalagal. Relieved.
That's it.
Relieved. It's okay. Actually, it's your opinion. Do you have other questions? Other students?
Yes, I have a question.
I'm sorry, Rodas. You see, GAT book today, all girls are asking you. Rodas, go ahead.
No problem.
Okay, thank you. What's the use of being married at the first place if you're thinking about being divorced? So what's the use?
GAT book.
Yeah.
GAT book.
The use of marriage, for example, you don't know that thing will often. Actually, if you marry your wife, you marry through love. So, but when you reach at home, a thing will often. Argument is there, lack of responsibility is there, financial issue is there. So from there they will open. But the first time is love, and that love will reach you in the good way. You can't divorce. But if it lead you not in a good way, argument always at home, that's the cause of divorce. So your marriage, the first thing is the love. If the love got no way lead you forward, so it marriage nothing.
It's okay, Gatbook. This is your idea. Actually, it's a very debatable topic. Very debatable topic. Thank you for so much, Gatbook, and Rodas and the others. Next time, maybe we'll have a point of discussion on this, a kind of debating. Thanks so much. This is your opinion. We respect anybody's opinion, actually. Okay. Okay. Next presenters, Miron Kasam. Okay, Miron.
Thank you for giving me this chance.
You're welcome, Miron.
Okay. First of all, divorce means legal ending to a marriage. And also, it means the end of marriage after a husband and wife signed the paper to dissolve their marriage. There are some of cause of marriage. And the first one is lack of commitment. The second one is...
Thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
I'm going to talk about how I measure success. As one question of mine. I really don't think there is an exact answer or one size fits all answer to success. One person might define success as not having...
No reading, Jerusalem. I'm looking at you, you are reading, no reading. Okay.
I'm reading that I googled some...
Okay, only the high points, okay.
Some people think not having worked more than 14 hours or might define having millions of per success in so many people's mind, but I need to find my success measurement and I put some points. Success, for me, success is always doing my best. I can be upset when I try my best or I do my best, but even if it's not a big or it doesn't lead to big result, if I try my best, I'm successful to me.
Okay.
And second, it's probably setting goals. Success does not come from abstract goal or not clear or complicated goal. Success is if we have complicated goal or complicated idea, we can't achieve what we think or what we do.
Let me ask you, Yerison, sorry for the interruption. Do you have any successful person in your family? Can you mention his or her name? And how could you say that this person is successful?
Yes, I have my family, for example, my mother, my father. I think they are successful because they think when they are a kid, they think to have a kids, a family, a job, and they achieve it now. They have us, they have a job, so they think they are successful, and I think they are successful.
Can you measure success by having money, having much money in a bank?
Maybe yes, maybe yes.
A person who has much money, very rich person, having much money in a bank account, can we say he's successful? Yes.
I mean, having money is not enough to be successful.
To say
you have a plan. You have to plan something to buy the money. Having money is not enough for success.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have any question for Yerison? Yerison Tashoma. Do you have any question? Meron Kasaun. After Meron, I give a chance for new students. Meron is the last. After that, I give for new students. Meron.
Thank you for giving me this chance.
You're welcome.
And my topic is about the advantage and disadvantage of Facebook.
Okay.
And Facebook has experienced and dramatic growth, and it has reached more than 1 billion users, and it is still growing rapidly. And it can be very useful, but you not become addicted to it. And it is a good privacy setting, as you start a video call and upload different kinds of photo without charging. And Facebook helps us to connect with other people in your life, and we can connect with our old friends and our college friends. And not only that, Facebook lets you connect to different people from anywhere, and it helps us to learn more about the culture, the value, and custom and traditions of other people. And this is all about the advantage of Facebook. And the disadvantage of Facebook is, in my opinion, many people use Facebook day and night without thinking how much time they have wasted on it. And
Okay, sorry for the interruption. Adam Masud, sorry for the interruption. This much is enough, to give a chance for the others.
ሚስተር ይቅርታ ኔትወርክ ዘግቶብኝ።
እሺ እመጣለሁ። ዋቢ ልሰጥ ነው እድል አይቻለሁ። I have seen you. So Eden is good really because you have been presenting, by your own self without having any paper even. Thanks so much. ይበቃናል Eden because I know I can easily evaluate you. Okay, Wabi, go ahead. Wabi, Jamal.
Okay, thank you for giving me this chance. I'll present about Facebook, the advantage and disadvantage. The Facebook is in the world the largest social network in the sites ማለት ነው። Facebook app you can get in the Play stores now. Play stores ማለት ነው። They have Facebook, he have 1917 million users above that ማለት ነው in the world. The advantage of Facebook is we can sharing many things for our friends. For example, photos, videos, and funny things we can share for them. And we can do two things by Facebook: business and entertainment. The business is if I share something, for example, house or car or shoes, if someone he likes, he contact me and I will sell for him. For when you go to entertainment, we can get funny things, music or funny videos. We can get this thing.
Okay, Wabi, why do you use Facebook? Are you user of Facebook?
Yeah.
Why do you use? It's not important. It's not important for students. Facebook is not important for students. Do you agree?
No, I am not agree. But
I don't agree. I am not agree. I don't agree. Why don't you agree?
I don't agree because I am students. If I get if I take Facebook always, if I get I will get my result will be damaged. And እና ደግሞ that things and
it's okay. I have understood you. ገብቶኛል እንትን actually Facebook is important for students, for anybody, but it's a matter of using it, properly. You can download, can use it in different ways. So it has advantage and disadvantage. All right. Thank you so much. ዋቢ ጥሩ ነው። ፕሬዘንት ስታደርግ ትንሽዬ የመቆራረጥ ነገር አለ ድምጽህ እንትን ማለት እሷን ትንሽ የማረር ኮንፊደንስ ሜቢ እሱን ታስተካክላለህ። ቴንክ ሶ ማች ዋቢ። ኦኬ ቴንክ ዩ። አዘር ሲፈን ትታይኛለሽ አሁን። ሲፈን ሚካኤል ሬዲ?
አዎ ይሰማል።
ሬዲ ጎ ሄድ። ያ
ኦኬ ቴንክ ዩ ፎር ጊቪንግ ሚ ዲስ ቻንስ።
ተማሪዎች እንዳትሰላችሁ እንጨርሳለን። አንድ 7 ደቂቃ ነው ያለን። እሺ ሲፈን ጎ ሄድ።
The thing I would like to present is the importance of Nile Dam. Nile Dam is a very big issue, as we know that. Nile is a heliport to supply around 10,200 cubic meter of water. So it means a big opportunity for all of us. So it is very important for supplying for 60% of Ethiopian power, and also used to create an employment rate to increase the power of employment. Is a matter.
I'm listening to you. Wait.
Okay. as we know, this Nile is also not an issue for only water source. It's also issue that contain 10,000 tons of fertile soil each year. So this dam will conserve the soil fertility for Ethiopian people. So creating this dam will have a big benefit for Ethiopians, even though for neighbor countries like to solve the power of electricity to other countries. Thank you for listening.
Thanks so much, Stephen. I appreciate your English, your pronunciation, the way you have presented. It shows me that, it tells me that you have been very ready. Have you ever asked any person, your family, or checked Google for this presentation, Stephen?
Yeah, I've been checking.
Have you involved your family? Your family's participation?
Yeah.
That's a good chance of learning, by the way, since your family, most families are at home now, so you can consult them to get ready on any topic. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Mr. Zalalam, go ahead. Zalalam, get in it. Yes. Mr. Zalalam. ከአሁን በኋላ 2-3 ተማሪ ነው። እሺ ጨርሰናል። እየጨረስን ነው፣ እንዳትሰላችሁ። ሳምራዊት እድል ስትሽ እንዴ ሰጥሻለሁ። ቆይ ከዘላለም በኋላ ሰጥሻለሁ እድል ሳምራዊት። እሺ ዘላለም ጌትነት። ዜድ ተው ዶንት ስፔንድ አወር ታይም ዜድ በቃ አለፈ። ሌላ ጊዜ እድል ሰጣለሁ። ዜድ አም ሶሪ።
አይሰማም?
ዜድ
አይሰማም?
ይሰማኛል።
ይሰማል።
አዎ ጎሄድ
Okay. I'm present about importance of Nile Dam.
መጀመሪያ አመስግን፣ አስተማሪ አመስግን። First, thank your teacher.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me the chance.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm present about the importance of building.
Samurai, go ahead. ይቅርታ Samurai. Okay, Samurai, go ahead.
Thank you for giving me this chance.
You're welcome.
How can we measure the success? There to measure success, first decline exactly what you want or where you want to do. The second is set up deadline and make a plan to get their goals. Its goals is just a dream. The third is take action on your plan to do something, everyday movement toward your goals or to get a goal to take an action. Fourth, it's resolve the advantage that will be.
Maricho, እሺ ቀጥይ።
Okay, before I'm starting, first, good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Maritu.
Before I'm starting my presentation, I will thank to my instructor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'm going to be present about the cause of divorce. Before proceeding about the cause of divorce, there should be a legal marriage, which is that a marriage between boys and girls who are above 18, full of consent on the legal office. So the divorce issues can be raised both of the spouses or one of them to be submitted to the court. Now I listed the main causes of divorce quickly. The basic things of divorce is the first thing is the force of family. Force of family, it could be the wife family or it could be the husband family. The other one is age difference. And the other thing is adultery, and also not satisfaction. There is no satisfaction with their own sex life or intimacy, lack of intimacy, addiction, financial problem or economical problem, not preparing for marriage by the different reason, lack of equality, age difference, and also religion difference. This is the main case of divorce. Totally, in my opinion, divorce is the last option or the last conflict resolution method. Thank you for listening.
Thanks so much. Where have you got this information, Maritu? You have got, a lot of information about.
From my friend, she's studied the law.
You have asked your sister or friend?
My friend.
Okay, very good, very good. I appreciate you because the way you have been, I have been looking at you. There is no paper next to you, so you have been using gesture. Very good, very good. Hermela, Fana, Maritu, and the others too. All students, very good. Thank you. This much is enough for today. Because next time we'll finish the presentation.
ልዩነት መፍጠር ዓላማችን ነው። ዓለም አቀፍ ተወዳዳሪ መሆን አለባችሁ። የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ ጥራትና ደረጃውን የጠበቀ ስልጠና በመስጠት ብቁ ዜጋ ያፈራን ነው። በፍላይት ኦፕሬሽን፣ በበረራ መስተንግዶ፣ በቲኬቲንግና ሪዘርቬሽን፣ በሆቴልና ቱሪዝም ሙያዎች አሰልጥነን ተወዳዳሪ እናደርጉታለን። ኮሌጃችን ካናዳ ከሚገኘው ኢንተርናሽናል ኤር ትራንስፖርት አሶሲዬሽን አያታና ከእንግሊዙ ICM ጋር በመተባበር ዓለም አቀፍ ዕውቅና ያለው ስልጠና እየሰጠ ይገኛል። በፍላይት ኦፕሬሽን በበረራ መስተንግዶ የምንሰጣቸው ስልጠና ከኢትዮጵያ ሲቪል አቪዬሽን ባለስልጣን ሙሉ ዕውቅና አለው። አድራሻ ከጎላጉል ታወር 22 አደባባይ ወደ ሾላ በሚወስደው መንገድ ላይ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ ህልሞን